Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Sheeran is ready to play some games. Hello everyone, and welcome to Giganato Gaming. I hope you enjoy the video. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Giganato Gaming here, and welcome back to another episode of Astraeos Season 4. Last we left off, we got this big Bronto here. That was like the end of last episode. It was a mutated one. It was only level 27, and it only has like 33,000 health or something. We also got this shiny Nothosaurus, which wasn't really that good. And what else did we get? Oh, we got this dude right here, Medusa. That was like the main thing we got. Actually pretty cool. It turns things into stone and... Oh yeah, aren't stones like your main source of food? I think they are. Let me give you some stone real quick. Yeah, that's like your source of food. And, yeah, pretty cool. Let's level you up a bit, maybe get your melee up a bit. There we go. Yeah, start eating. There we go. You're pretty good, actually. You are pretty good. And you're a good stone gatherer. Now, I have done some off-camera work. There's a potential new base location that I'd like to look at. There's like a... Well, not look at, but I marked it down. I know where I want to go. It's like 6,000 meters away. So, hopefully within the next couple of episodes, we'll have that done. But I've done some more off-camera work in the meantime. I went loot drop hunting again. Couldn't find any firearms. However, I did manage to get a long neck rifle. Something a little decent. It's a ramshackle. It's about 119%. I mean, it's not that great, but it'll do for now until we get something a little bit better. But yeah, anyway, we got that. And in today's video, I managed to get some regular power generators and some more gasoline. So I'm hoping to get those two Nothosaurs that are just chilling over by that island. There's a 150 female and a 145 male. And then after that, I don't know. Maybe I'd like to go after some... Maybe I'd like to go after some Drakelings after that. The loot drops haven't really been giving me much. So I'd like to see if we could get that going. Alright, hey buddy. Let's just, wait. What's this? Oh, you dropped silica pearls. You dropped silica pearls. That's awesome. Actually, that'll make getting a Spino saddle a lot easier. You know, I'll just throw you by the base. Just so we have them. Alright, we got 30 of that. And, yeah, if you find yourself enjoying this video and want more content like this, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Let's see if we can get this channel to 2,000 subscribers. That would be super amazing. But with that, let's begin the episode. Alright. Alright, Alpha Meguana will take you out. We'll also take... Where's Broken? I think I see you. Yeah, I see you. There you are. I did not mean to press that. I wanted to take you away. There we go. Yeah, we just got this random Bronto just standing here now. Yeah, he's part of us now. Actually, I like that stripe design. That looks cool. If the pink could have been something different... Ooh, Astral Raptor. Maybe we'll get a firearm with that. Hold on. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead. Kill this Astral Raptor real quick. We got a bunch of berries. I'm just gonna drop these berries real quick. Maybe except for the narcotic or narco berries even. Rare flowers. I could probably use those. Alright. Keep the rare flowers. Drop the berries. Alright, there's a Drakeling here. That's a level 60. I'd like to see if we can get a higher level. Alright, let's kill this Alpha Raptor. And then we'll go after a couple of Nothosaurs. Yeah, we do like 1,000 damage. That's a 140. Damn. I remember when I was struggling to do this on a Raptor. I got a long neck rifle. What kind was it? Ascendant. We got an even better rifle. Let's go. We got a better rifle. I knew it was worth going after that Alpha. Alright. We also got a drop here. Alright, Trudon, I'm gonna need you to not. I really am gonna need you to not. But yeah, today I'd like to get a couple of Nothosaurs, maybe a couple Drakelings, and if there's time... Stiggy? Oh, those are Parasaurs. I thought that Parasaur was a Stiggy for a second. I would have tamed that in a heartbeat. That would have been like a little metal gatherer until I got an Ankylo. Speaking of Stiggy, there is a Stiggy right there. Building materials. Not worth it at all. Alright, what level is a Stiggy? 145! Okay, you know what? Let's tame this guy real quick. Alright, let me just grab you real quick. We got this way better rifle now. We'll keep the ramshackle one as like a spare, but that's about it. But I was going to say, maybe if there's time, I'd like to see if maybe we could get some Thyalas. Maybe I'll cook up some Prime and then feed some Thyalas. Because eventually I would like to get some kibble. Alright. We just knocked out a Stiggy. I'm just going to let that tame up. I'm going to give the Stiggy these Medjos. I'm just going to give them all the Medjos. All the Medjos. There we go. Alright, you eat those. Let me go put some stuff away, and then we'll head over and see if we can tame those 2 Nothosaurs. Back-to-back Nothosaur taming. 10 generators should be enough. Hopefully. I'm just going to take the narcotic from you, or narco berries from you. Alright, let's head over to those Nothosaurs. I have a general idea on where they are. The Cyber Structures mod, for some reason, just isn't working, so I'm just going to have to use regular... That's a T-Rex. That is a beautiful T-Rex. You're only a level 55, but you are a beautiful T-Rex. Great, I'm stuck. Now imagine being stuck when a light blue and that drop just disappeared anyway. I was gonna grab it. I guess we're fighting a T-Rex now. There we go. That was a beautiful T-Rex. Absolutely beautiful T-Rex. Alright, yeah, that drop disappeared anyway, so yeah. Alright, so did a rainbow Minmi, apparently. I would like to get a Minmi. Alright, now if I remember correctly, the 2 Nothosaurs were around here. Alright, we get stuck on everything. Unless we're sliding, you know what I'm saying? Now, there was a 150 and a 145. Wait, are you the 150? You're just a 90. Okay. Were you maybe a little further down? Alright, maybe they were... Wait, I think that's one of them. Yeah, there's the max level female. Alright, so the 145 male. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it right there. Alright, so the max level female had 25 points into health, 34 into melee, which is pretty decent. And then the 145 had 40 points into health and 26 into melee. Are we about to get some beast Nothosaurs? Seems like you are stuck in the rock. There's another Flovis. Let me just kill you real quick. If the other one decides it wants to join in, then it can. Let's put 1 piece of gasoline per. Alright, you should be close enough. Alright, there we go. The training has commenced. Or the taming has commenced. Let me just put the Meguana away. They're right here, buddy. Alright, I guess we're taming the 145 male first. I want to make sure we're far enough away. Yeah, these guys are pretty straightforward. Pretty easy to tame once you have generators. So yeah, the regular power generators are working, but for some reason... Alright, is that going to take just the one? And he's tamed. Okay, that seemed a lot more straightforward than the other one did. Alright, let me turn this off real quick. Pick that up. And now let's get the attention of the max level female. We just need to get the max level female's attention. But first, let me collect these eggs. Alright, we got its attention. We got its attention. Good. Alright, yep. Come over here. These Nothosaurus seemed a lot more straightforward than the other ones did. A lot more straightforward. Alright, a rock's in the way. Alright, we can't bola this guy. I'm going to wait for this guy to tame up. And this guy will just be another way to get silica pearls. Ah, that wasn't enough. And then after this, I'm just going to finish off the Flovis. And then I'm thinking off camera, I'll build my new base. And there we have it. Female has been tamed. Awesome. That was pretty straightforward, actually. And I'm just going to go ahead and demolish you for resources. Alright, we're going to look at them when we get home. And then I'm going to see if we can hunt down some drakelings. Maybe get a torch going or a couple of torches and see if we can tame one. Blue drop. Let me see if there's a blue drop. Because I feel like with drakelings, you can get, like, better loot. And we'll probably have a better chance of getting, like, a good firearm or something. So then we can go and tame an acro. I'd like to see if I can get an army of acros for the bosses. Because, you know, everybody uses Rexes. Okay, yeah, everybody uses Rexes. There's a red drop. Red drop. Yeah, and I'd like to get something a little different. That aloe's been stalking this area for a while. Only level 20. Alright, let's see what's in this red drop. Please be like a shotgun or something. A Maraxi saddle. Okay, I guess. Alright. Alright, let's go pick up our Stiggy. Might as well. There we go. Alright, so let's check out our... What's it called? Our Stiggy first. You had 36 into health, 38 into stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares, 35 into weight, 34 into melee. Nothing too special. Nothing too special. You're just an ordinary Stiggy. And I forgot we don't need a saddle to ride you. And you can gather metal with ease. There we go. Now that that's done, let's look at the Nothosaurs. I bet we're going to get some really good Nothosaurs. Like, 40 points into health is already really good for the male. Let's see what we got. Alright, Nothosaurus. We tamed the male first, so let's start with the male. What do we got? 53 into health. That's awesome. 43 into stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares. 37 into weight, 45 into melee. And then the female had 42 into health, 54 into stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares. 39 into weight, 48 into melee. Pretty cool. There's a Therizino just walking around our area. I should probably kill it real quick. Shouldn't I? Yeah, we'll be fine. Alright, while they do their thing, I'm just gonna use Broken. You're probably still in my inventory. Yep, you are. I'm gonna use Broken to take out this Therizino. I'm just gonna take out this Therizino real quick. There we go. And we have better breeding, so we're guaranteed to get the best stats. Which is good. And then in the meantime, while we wait for it to hatch, I'm going to go out and see if we can find some drakelings. But first, we should probably get a torch. And then maybe some resources, just in case we need to craft anything. Alright, I think we're ready to go. We're ready to go. Alright, so it's telling me to go this way for this first drakeling. I think it's because drakelings are... That splash scared the hell out of me. I was getting the attention of this raptor. What level is it? 95? Okay, cool. Alright, I think I see it. I see it. What level are you, sir? 50, alright. We can do a little better than that. Alright. I'll bring you guys back once we find a high enough level drakeling. I'm only doing this for, like, loot drops and whatever. So we can get some good loot from them. Alright, 145 drakeling. That's perfect. Kill this guy real quick. I killed the drakeling. Damn it! Damn it, I killed the Drakeling. Now there's a Noir Gigantoraptor in the area. Alright. Let me go see if I can find another one. Alright, there's a 140. Alright. I'll take it. 140. May have accidentally killed the 145, but hey. At least we got it, anyway. At least we got one. Alright. Let me just, Alright, just don't ask me to kill anything. That's all that I want. Alright, you're the 140, right? Yep, you're the 140. Alright, cool. Alright, great. I've got this Astraeos sickness. Alright. I'm gonna put the prime in my inventory. Wrong button. Hey. Alright, you want me to kill stuff. Alright. I don't really see anything to kill. Maybe like a dodo or something. Alright. I could kill a Dimorphodon real quick. Alright, Dimorphodon, please make this quick. Thank you. Alright, 42%. Fair enough. Alright, don't ask me to kill anything else. Alright, crafting experience. Alright, we could do that. I'll craft a couple of cloth. We can craft, we'll craft like, I don't know, 5 hats. Let's see if 5 hats will do the trick. Alright, yeah, that'll do the trick. Definitely. One more hat. And there we go. Let's feed you. Alright, what do you want? Harvest? I can do harvest. Harvest, alright, yeah, I can definitely do that. I can do that. And that's our first Drakeling tamed. Awesome. 140 male. And we got the dossier for it. Awesome. Alright, let me just wait for this sickness to wear off. And then maybe we'll go out and see if we can find... What gender were you? Male. Let's see if we can find a female. I believe that 145 was a female. That would have been perfect. Alright, let me put the gene scanner back on real quick. 140 female. Okay, perfect. I did see an Antrodemus. There's also a Thylo. 160. Let me go ahead and kill this Thylo real quick. Just so you don't become an issue. Thylos, they do a lot of damage. There's also a 135 Antrodemus. Just kill this Antrodemus real quick. The anti-pack hunting ally. That's what this guy is. He's better alone. Alright, where's the Drakeling? Hey, buddy. Come over here. That's right, fire. Okay, kill experience. So I have to kill something. What do I kill, though? Moss chops? The only thing I can really kill. Watch you be a 145. No, you're a 25. You're fine. Perfect. Oh, hold on. Almost forgot. Alright, I'm going to keep this out just in case we need to harvest. Crafting? Okay, we can craft a couple things. Let's get some hats. Let's get about 4 hats. That was enough last time. We'll get that this time. Oh, this one only wanted 2. You were the 140, right? Harvest? That's perfect. Alright, our second Drakeling has been tamed. Hey, can you, like, slow down, please? Thank you. There we go. Alright, we got a couple Drakelings. Alright, we got a male and a female. Both 140, which is perfect. Both not too far from each other. Alright, let's head back to base and see what these Drakelings are all about. And off camera, I will use them for, like, loot drops. That's an acro. I would like to see if I can get an acro at some point. Alright, can we climb? Thank you, and not fall. Level E, you good sir. 95, alright. I'm looking for a relatively decent Acrocanthosaurus. Alright, I think just over these mountains. At least we know roughly where acros spawn. Roughly. And we're back. And yeah, our base is getting a little bit crowded. But let's take a look at our new Drakelings and see what they're all about. I would like to breed them, get an imprinted version. We'll check on our Nothosaurus. Alright. Yeah, you're fully imprinted. Alright. You got all the best stats. Yeah, 53 health, 54 melee, or stamina, 48 melee. We got a male and a female. That could be perfect. Yeah, 236. Yeah. Better breeding is just absolutely amazing. Alright, anyway. Let's check out our Drakelings. See what they're all about. Alright, so the male. 22 into health, 40 into stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares. 29 into weight, 41 into melee. Yeah, you had terrible health. And the female. 37 into health, 32 into stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares. 39 into weight, 40 into melee. Alright, so the male had better stamina, better food, better melee. While the female had better health, better oxygen, and better weight. Alright. Let's get our Drakelings out. Ooh, that one's beautiful. That's the female? I would like you with the yellow colors, please. Alright. Behavior, enable mating. Behavior, enable mating. Alright. I'm gonna have the Drakelings level up or breed. While we wait, let's see if we can get a Nothosaurus saddle going. Alright, so we only have to breed the Drakelings once, because they're going to get the perfect stats. With better breeding, you get guaranteed perfect stats. So there's no more failed attempts anymore. No more losing the health, losing the melee. No more of that. You'll get all the best stats. Alright, while we wait for our Drakeling to hatch up, let's check out our new Nothosaurus, fully imprinted with 5,500 health to start with. Alright, I forgot you're pretty slow on land. You excel in the water. What was this? 100. Alright. That's a cool mini. Alright. 393 with the right, or left click, I should say. That's cool. Alright, what does the right click do? Oh, that's the tail swipe. 305. Oh, that's awesome. Will you, good sir? 55. Just kill this seagull. Alright, that's awesome. Alright, we got an arcology or an astral megalodon. There's also an alpha megalodon that's like teamable. No, they're both arcology. Never mind. Alright, 30,000. I don't think we're ready to take that on yet. There's a Basilsaur. What level are you? Max level Basilsaur. You know what? I think I know what I'm taming next episode. Can we tame a quick Nothosaurus? How many kibble will you tame? Oh, no, that's the Archelon. Where's the Basilsaur? How much prime are you going to take? 5. Fair enough. You know, that might not be the most exciting tame out there, so I actually might do that on my spare time. Yeah, we just got a Nothosaurus. 585. Pretty awesome. Let's get you up to 10k. Yeah, I want to make sure you're a good fighter. Let's get your maybe weight up a bit, and then maybe put some melee up. Yeah, I kind of want you to be, like, good when it comes to, like, deep-sea diving. I wonder, will an Oviraptor take Easter eggs as, like, food? Only one way to find out, right? Alright, yeah, we'll never get back to base at this rate with this guy. Let's use the Hyaenodon. Actually, first, let me take a screenshot for the thumbnail. Wait, can we take that Astral Megalodon out with this guy? I know you're not the best swimmer, but... Actually, you know what? You are a pretty decent swimmer. Let's take out this Astral Megalodon real quick. Yeah, we'll do like 1,000 damage per hit. If we kill him fast enough, we'll be able to get more. We'll be able to get back to the surface in time. We could take him. Yeah, we can definitely take him. Oh, we got some scuba flippers from that. Nice. I think we have a scuba tank and scuba flippers, so we got everything we need for undersea diving. Alright, yeah, I'm going to tame that Basilsaur on my spare time. Because, you know, they're not, you know, the most entertaining tames out there. So yeah. With that, I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.